Hi, my name's Louis. We're here in Golden Bay, and today we're going to show you the process of how we drill and install a new water bore. So the first step of the process is we look up the depth on the water table. We see what depth we're going to drill to and also what sort of ground we're working with. And then when it comes to the property, we find the best location for us to drill at where we have the space for the machinery, but also try and keep it as close to the switchboard as possible, which will save you a bit of money in the electrical costs. And also we try and keep it close enough if we have to do a retic conversion, so we can run the pipe work and hook up your retic. So we also hand dig the first metre and a half just to avoid any services. We don't want to hit any gas or power. And then once we know there's no services in the way, we bring the drill rig in and we'll set up and basically start drilling. Once we hit the water table, we look at the ground samples. We take a sample every metre, and then we find the coarsest section of sand because we know that's going to be our production zone, and that's where we line up the screen to get the most quantity and quality of water. Drilling is messy, but we try and contain it as much as we can. There will be a small pile of sand left over once we're finished. So once we finish drilling and we know we're at the depth we want to be at, we pull out the drill rods and then we install the 100mm slotted casing and also do the gravel pack. Once the casing gravel pack's been dropped into the ground, we air develop it, which will settle the gravel around the screen. And then we can blow out all the drilling mud, which will give us a quantity and quality sample of the water we're going to get. The next step is installing the pump. We size the pump according to the job and what it's being used for. So we do a lot of mains conversions, which we use small pumps for between 40 to 60 litres a minute. For a new install on a domestic property, we try and use a pump around 100 litres a minute. And then anything bigger like rural or commercial, we can go up to 300, 400 litres a minute if needed. So once the pump's been fitted, we install this nice looking valve box and then it's ready for the electrical connection and it's good to go.